And we're live. Welcome to another live stream. I was gonna do some kind of like WWE thing, like the whole Michael Bay thing, like you guys are chatting with my thumbnail. But no, we're gonna keep it chill. We're gonna keep it casual here. But this is a very, very competitive night. As you know, based on the title of this video, I am comparing the last two batches of Bookers from 2019. So that is the 2019-03, the Country Ham, and the 2019-04, Beaten Biscuits. So I have some thoughts, but you guys know the way to truly compare two whiskeys is to do them blind. So I've made sure to do them blind tonight. I have two glasses in front of me, one with each of them in it. If you guys have both of them in front of you, that would be awesome if you guys could do the comparison along with me. First of all, how's everyone doing tonight? Give me a thumbs up if you can see me. Also, tell me what you're drinking right now, because I always want to know. I wanted to start out by pouring a little bit, keeping it in the family, you know, the Jim Beam family. I wanted to pour a little bit of Knob Creek, mainly because I don't want to just jump in there to a whiskey that's so high proof and not having anything before that. Okay, awesome. You guys are good. Thank you. And I need to shave. I know, I shave every other day. If I shave every day, I get really irritated. So tomorrow's my shave day. Plus the lighting may not help either. So thanks for making me feel self-conscious, Joseph. But how's everyone doing? So good to see so many of you here. Some of you may have been new. Last time I did a stream, I had so many new viewers. I'm so happy that you guys showed up. So welcome back if you're back from that. But this is a Knob Creek single barrel. This is a pick from having some Knob Creek. Good choice. Yeah, I think I was trying to find something that was the most similar to Booker's to kind of start off with tonight. This is a single barrel pick from High Times Wine Cellars. It's a store in, I don't remember the name of the city. Brandon could probably tell me, but it's in Southern California. And this is a 9-year-old pick. I wanted to go with something a little younger. Usually I go towards the older picks of Knob Creek, but I know Booker's is in that 6-year range, so I wanted to keep it a little low. I don't want to like basically love the Knob Creek and be like, Booker's is okay. So, but one thing I do want to say, Costa Mesa, that's what I was thinking. I was like, it has to be something like that I'm not going to remember. But I don't want to just do this decision alone. I want you guys, either if you're going to taste it now, or you're going to taste it along with me, or you already know what's your favorite, I want you guys to vote too. So I set up a poll on my Instagram story. If you don't follow me on Instagram, my handle is there. So it's just my name, Clifton MCDNL. And if you go on my story, I'll show you a sec what it looks like. Let's do that right there. So this is, so if you go on my story right here, you just pick between these two right here. So just click on the one that's your favorite. You can either do it now or later. You can wait till you've tasted them with me. But yeah, I want to know what you guys think too. I haven't voted. I'm going to wait to reveal the answers once I do my vote blind. So I don't know who's voted for what yet. So we will see what everyone picks. By the way, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, make sure to follow, because I'm kind of low-key promoting my Instagram here. But no, Instagram is probably the social network I use the most out of like all of them. Like I browse Twitter and stuff, but I rarely post. But yeah, Instagram, I love Instagram stories. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me there. We are almost at 3,000 followers. We're at 2,900. So yeah, hit that follow. I was almost said subscribe button, but yeah. So I'm just gonna, don't want to keep that on the screen the whole time. I'm gonna leave this up here a little bit before I get into it. I'll get rid of the text so it's not distracting. But yeah, I want you guys to vote. I think that'd be really fun. So yeah, so let's go ahead and just drink the Knob Creek. What are you guys drinking? Some of you guys said, I saw that guy was drinking some Knob Creek. You guys drinking Bookish tonight? What is in your glass? You guys know I love Knob Creek. This, it's so good. This one, especially being a 9-year-old pick, it has those like dark, rich tobacco notes that I love on older bourbons, and I think Knob Creek just knocks out of the park with those notes. So I mean, money-wise, this one was $36, this pick of Knob Creek, which is crazy. Usually picks around $50 in my area, but these Bookers were $60 each. I can get Bookers for $60 each of the batches. Both of them are actually still available at my store, so I may pick up another one. So, yeah, but no, you can't go wrong with the Knob Creek pick. Oh, Lil, sorry, I saw your message. I'll get back to you, but yeah. Oh, for those of you that don't know, some of our little bourbon group we have going on Facebook, we're going to try to do a Vegas meetup in September for Labor Day weekend. So if you're a viewer here and you're close to Vegas, let me know. We can definitely meet up. I would love to do a little get together of everyone. So I can give you the details of all that later. Obviously, we haven't planned anything yet, but yeah, if you are near Vegas or you want to go to Vegas for Labor Day weekend, let me know. We should make it a whole bourbon weekend. So, uh, Joseph said he was going. I think Joseph is going. Lil and Chris are going. Yeah, yeah, and hopefully Monica. Hopefully Tammy and Brian. So the more the merrier. So even if you're not part of that group, some of you guys just come to the streams here. Let me know because I want to meet you. That would be really fun. So. And what a wonderful way to celebrate her birthday. That's awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to meet you guys. This will be so fun. Yeah, so Knob Creek, warming up my palate. It's 120 proof. These Bookers are... So let's start with the Country Ham. I'll give a little bit of info about each of them. I don't have the card in front of me, but I think there's enough on this to read off to you guys. This is the Booker's Country Ham. Now, the story behind this one is Booker No liked to cure meat along with make good bourbon. So that was kind of one of his hobbies. So not that this tastes like country ham, it's just, a name given to this batch, but it's in tribute to that really cool hobby he had outside of bourbon. So I think that's really cool. It's 62.35% alcohol, so 124.7 proof. And the age, it is a blend, but the age of the youngest whiskey is 6 years, 4 months, and 2 days. So that is Country Ham. And the next one is the latest batch. Of course, it's not a 2020 batch. I don't even know, is that even out yet? I saw that there was potentially a leak of the labels, but I'm not sure if it's official yet. Yeah, 15 year. I got one that I thought was a 15 year. Unfortunately, it's like 14 year and 10 month, but I haven't opened it yet. We'll see. I was really hoping it to be a 15 year. Yeah, so this is Beaten Biscuits. Now that one, I wanted to read a little bit about that because I had never heard of Beaten Biscuits. I don't know about you guys, but hold on. First, I have to prove I'm not underage to get into the Jim Beam website. So their notes on that one are not mobile friendly. I had it pulled up, but it's like it did some weird formatting. Okay, here we go. More about this batch. Let's see what they tell me. Okay, Beaten Biscuits was produced... that doesn't tell you the story about it. Okay, here we go. Found it. It like did some weird formatting thing. So this one is based off of the Small Cracker Light Biscuits, which I imagine... Biscuits is a weird word because like biscuits to me as a southerner is like, like a fluffy, buttery biscuit. But these say small and flat. So I don't know if they mean like crackers. I mean, it says crackers, but it's not like a cookie. So anyways, Booker No loved to make them. And from what I've read about Beaten Biscuits, they're not very flavorful, but he liked to pair them with different foods and, of course, different bourbons. So this was just one of his things that he made every family get together. This one is 63.05% alcohol, 126.1 proof, 6 years, 6 months, and 19 days. So a little bit younger than these Knob Creek picks you guys are talking about, which all sound freaking delicious. Don't forget you have a Knob Creek 15 year to pick to share with me. Oh yeah, Brandon, I forgot about that. You should totally bring that next time we hang out. I always feel there's so many bottles we want to share with each other. We always forget. So yeah, let me finish off the Knob Creek and let's get to the Bookers. So what I'm going to do, I think, with this being blind, I am going to taste them first, give my first impressions, then I'll show you guys which one is which, and then I'll go revisit them. I won't look, but I'll show you guys. That way, you're doing a little bit blind with me, but you're also getting a second round of notes, knowing what they are. So I thought that would be the best way to do it. Oh, just can't get enough of Knob Creek. One of my favorite. Probably, honestly, my favorite go-to bourbon, under $50. Even the like non-single barrel version is incredible. Okay, so set that over there. I'll get rid of this overlay so it's not annoying you guys. But if you haven't checked me out on Instagram, go check that out. We're gonna reveal the results at the end of the stream. So, and if you're watching the replay, you probably won't see the results on my story unless you're watching it within the next 24 hours. But if you follow me, you'll get alerted about future polls like this. So yeah, just make sure to follow me. That'd be really awesome. um, yeah, so let's go ahead and hide that right there. Although I guess I could leave that up there. I'll put that right there. There you go. That's not too distracting, right? Oh, if it gets distracting, we'll move it. Yeah, so let's go ahead and go to our first glass. So basically these are labeled left and right. So the glass on the left will be our first one, and glass on the right will be our second one. Color-wise, they are about the same. I would compare them, but I don't want to risk spilling them. Let's see if I can hold up right here. It looks like the left one, which would be that one right there, it would be your right one. It's a little darker, just based on the way it looks right now. I could be wrong. So for Little Book 3, I actually thought about bringing out Little Book 3 to do a comparison. I do have a little bit left of a sample sent by the lovely Joseph Brazo. By the way, I fixed my exposure thing, so you can actually read that now. This is Sip a While. I thought I would maybe do like a little last comparison, because I know this is a lot of people's favorites, so I have a little bit of that left. But let's start with Bourbon L, the one on the left. Bourbon number 1, I guess I should say. So, not getting much on the nose, surprisingly. Yeah, there's not a lot jumping out of the glass compared to that Knob Creek. I mean, even like I've already rinsed the glass. That Knob Creek is just super, super fragrant on the nose. Yeah, that's surprising that it's not jumping out. I'm gonna swirl it around a little bit, just maybe that'll open up a little bit more. That did help a little bit. So it's also very oaky, similar to the Knob Creek. I get a little bit of ethanol burn. So you guys are allowed to guess on this first round before you know the results, but don't say anything once you know the results. Yeah, this one's the only thing I'm really getting off of is like an ethanol burn and some like oaky caramel, but like it's not very much at all on the nose. Let me just nose the other one just real quick to compare. This one's got a bit more for sure. This one's almost like a cinnamon graham cracker. Not to be confused with a Beaten Biscuit. I know, no guesses this early on. That's the Beaten Biscuit. So you're probably talking about the first one. But it's funny that's a cinnamon graham cracker. This one, honestly, if I was just nosing this based on what I can tell, like I said, there's not too much jumping out of the glass. This one's a little more up my alley, but the first one, yeah, I'm honestly not getting much on the nose on these, and it could be because we just poured these, and it could also be the glass. And I also am recovering from a cold. Still, working on it, I'm a lot better than last week. Trust me, last week was miserable. So, but I had fun with you guys. Yeah, not getting much on the nose, but let's go and go to the taste, because that's where I think my palate is way better than like when I nose things. So, cinnamon Teddy Grahams, yes, absolutely. So this is Bourbon 1, the left one. A little hot, especially compared to the Knob Creek. Ooh, but that finish. That's where Booker's excels, I think. I said finish, but more of like mid-palate once you swallow. It is really, and it's still going, it gives you that Kentucky hug people always say, but for being so similar proof to the Knob Creek didn't give me that. The Knob Creek was delightful the entire time, but it didn't feel like it lingered. This lingers in a really good way. On the finish, I'm getting more of that cinnamon. This is not the one that I said smelled like cinnamon, but I'm getting a lot of that cinnamon on the finish of this one. But yeah, that's really nice. I mean, for being my first Bookers of the night, I mean, it's a winner. These are all winners. I mean, these are the only two that I had bought from last year's batch. But I did try the Shiny Barrel batch, and I didn't do it blind, so full disclosure. But I definitely feel like I preferred these two over that one. So that's just opinion. I didn't try them blind. I didn't buy them all. Sorry, I can't do them all tonight. Yeah, so yeah, still not much on the nose on this one. I really do like that flavor. It's really sweet though. And I almost feel like sweetness is what kind of turned me. Okay, that's me guessing. I shouldn't be guessing. I think that the Beaten Biscuits was a lot sweeter than the Country Ham whenever I tried them side by side, not blind. So, I don't know. Maybe that's a little hint. We'll see. Make sure my chat's doing okay. Can you guys still hear me and see me? I just feel like my chat froze, but it could be because no one's chatting. That's cool too. I just want to make sure it didn't freeze. But let's move on to bourbon number 2. Yeah, not much on the nose. There really isn't. I mean, again, there's a lot of factors that go into it, but I'm not getting too much on the nose. Much less of a thank you, Brandon. Much less of a punch. It doesn't feel as high proof. It feels almost on par with that Knob Creek. It, I do. This is tough, you guys. That's why you gotta do things blind. That's what I was saying. Like, I mean, I like to say that I preferred Country Ham before doing this blind, but like honestly, there's no way to know. This has a finish, but it's like different. It's not as like a rich finish. It's more of just like a the higher notes, like the alcohol vapory notes. That's what's lingering on this one. Only 18 degrees. Well, you need a Kentucky Hug. Hopefully, you have something hot in your glass. 120 proof plus would be great. Yeah. So this one, it's more of that toasted graham cracker kind of note on it. I just feel like there's not very much jumping out of the glass, and I'm scared that this is the Country Ham. I'm gonna be a little, a little disappointed, but yeah, it's not. It's. I mean, don't get me wrong; these are both excellent whiskeys, but that one to me, I thought the other one was sweet, but that was because I was trying it first. This one hits you really sweet at the front, and just kind of drops off in the back. There's not really development. There's not like a lot of I don't know. There's not like a lot going on the finish, and I don't like that because if I don't want a lot going on the finish, I'll just drink a Knob Creek. So my my I'm gonna reveal to you guys what the actual results are. Well, I mean not results, but what the actual. So Brandon, you think the second one is the Country Ham? Interesting. My guess is the second one is the Beaten Biscuits, but I could be totally wrong. I thought the Beaten Biscuits it came off sweet but not complex. So I'm going to show you guys the results. If you don't want to see the results, look away now. I'm not going to look at this myself. I just want to make sure this is on the right page. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys the results. I'm not looking. So I assume it's labeled either bourbon 1, bourbon 2, or bourbon left, bourbon right. So those are the results there. I'm going to hide this. I'm going to wait till my stream doesn't show it. And I'm going to revisit them and give them one last chance to prove themselves. So I'm going to go the same direction. I don't want to switch it up. Same direction. Okay, that's gone. I can look now. Let's start with bourbon number 1 or bourbon number letter L. Still sweet up front, but I feel like it's develops over time. It doesn't disappear. The second one disappears as soon as it hits like the front of your palate. It disappears for a while and then it comes back up. This one, you feel it roll over the back of your tongue. You feel it go down your throat. I'm just having, right now, at least in this moment, I'm having a really good experience with the first one. And I'm hoping that the second time I visit the second one, I get that experience too. But first one, I mean, notes is kind of, the reason I'm not giving too many notes right now is because they're very similar. And you're going to get the nutties, you're going to get the caramel, you're going to get the oak. You're going to get that with both of these. It's more for me with Booker's, the different batches, or even like Elijah Craig batch or barrel proof. To me, the different batches aren't necessarily different flavors. It's more about the experience. They're all going to taste like Elijah Craig. They're all going to taste like Booker's. But to me, certain ones hit your palate certain ways, and they can change over time. So what might hit my palate right tonight might not be my favorite overall. So this is all about blind right here, right now. So let's move to bourbon number 2. I do have some other stuff planned tonight, by the way, some surprises. So don't go anywhere once you know my finished results on this. So let's go to bourbon number 2 or bourbon the right bourbon. That's a good point, Joseph. This one again drinks lower proof at first. It does linger. I was wrong to say it disappears completely. It lingers. And it lingers really nicely. There's a lot more nuttiness on number 2, for sure. Giveaways. Wait, no, I don't have giveaways. I need to figure something out like that, though. Once I thought about maybe doing challenge coins because everyone else is doing challenge coins, but we'll see. You guys suggested I do a Patreon last time, like create a Patreon. I really need to, if I'm going to do that, I want to do it right. So we'll see. We'll see about that. But I do want to create some kind of something to give you guys, something special, because you guys are here every week. So yeah, so number two, second time around, I really do like number two. I think they're both great. I would buy another bottle in a heartbeat of both of them. So before I pick my favorite, I'm gonna let you guys know that. So I'm gonna do one last shout out to my Instagram. Okay, if you guys haven't voted, please go in there and vote. Even if you don't want to follow me, that's cool. My Instagram handle is at CliftonMCDNL. You can see it right here. So I have a poll up on my story. Just go to my story. Vote for your favorite here. I'm going to reveal the results once I finish this stream. Or not finish the stream. Once I reveal my results. So, yeah. Thank you, Brandon. Appreciate it. Mac and cheese is not for eating. It's for noise. I always ship some kind of pasta with my bottles. So, okay. So I'm ready to make my decision. Let me do one last ice number one. Number one to me tastes the most like a Booker's. Take that how you will, but for me, when I buy a bottle of Booker's, I want it to taste like a Booker's. Now, number two, one last. I'm very indecisive. So Donnie, if you have Instagram, just search for my name. It's up there, right there. And once you go to my page, you just click on my little name up there. It'll have like a ring around it on your phone. I say click, tap. And then you just pick which one's your favorite of these two. So, and follow me if you haven't followed me. Let's see if anyone's followed me. Let's see if my marketing worked. Oh, okay. I gained a follower. Thank you all. If someone else followed me. Donna, you followed me. You can do this. You can do this. You already followed me. You're the only one that's followed me. I'll follow you back. There you go. By the way, I'll follow all of you guys back if you guys care about that. If you're not following me, I'll follow you. Or if you are following me, I'll follow you. Yeah, so there's my Instagram. I'm going to leave it up over there. While I do my final assessment, I'm going to make this so you guys can still see it. There you go. Bam. Okay. So, one last taste. I'm indecisive, you guys. I swear. Rich at the front. Long, lingering tail. Oh, Donnie, does it not let you, on your computer, does it not let you vote? You may have to use your phone. I didn't test it. I didn't want to test it and reveal the results early, so you may have to use your phone. So I'll give you a second to do that before I reveal. Richie, what's up? You are at the grand reveal of what my blind samples are between Country Ham and Beaten Biscuits. I'm having people vote on Instagram for their own favorite. Personally, either if they tried along with me tonight or they just already know which one's their favorite. So, Richie, if you're not following me on Instagram, check it out and vote and follow. I'm following everyone back. So, yeah. Oh, you guys know each other. That's cool. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Donnie. Okay, cool. So I'm going to reveal what I think my favorite is, and then I'm going to vote on my Instagram poll, and then I'm going to see what everyone else's favorite was. So let's go ahead and tell you what my favorite is. One final sip. Cheers to Booker's for making a consistently incredible product. I honestly, I don't know if you guys saw, but I did a blind flight of what I thought was my favorite whiskeys ever, my favorite barrel strength whiskeys. I thought Elijah Craig Barrel Proof would win. Booker's won, surprisingly. Oh, that's a spoiler, sorry. But Booker's beat it out. So Booker's is my favorite barrel proof bourbon. I mean, until something proves me wrong, yeah. So cheers to Booker's and Jim Beam. Jim Beam. I'm not sponsored. Hashtag not spons, but. Okay. And the winner. That's tough. Because I really love the flavor of number 2. So I think what it comes down to is the experience. Like Brandon said, that for a batch of Booker's or a batch of Elijah Craig, it's all about the experience. How does it make you feel? Does it make you feel like you got your money's worth? Again, we're talking $60 here. Some of you guys pay $70 or $80 for Booker's, so I totally understand that. My winner is, for my favorite Bookers of batch 2019-03 and 2019-04. That's hard to say when you're a little tipsy. Bourbon number 1, Bourbon L, which, if you didn't see the results, you guys get a little sneak peek before I did. I'll watch with you. What? I looked. Oh my god. What? Brandon. Brandon, you're here. You tried these both with me. You tried them both with me, and we both agreed that Country Ham was our favorite. Wow, that is shocking. I kind of thought it though, because I feel like, to me, my first thought with the one on the left, which was the Beaten Biscuits, was it was really sweet up front. And I thought, like, that's got to be the Beaten Biscuits. But then I went to number 2, and number 2 is also sweet up front. So I was like, oh, maybe it wasn't. Brandon, if you get a bottle of Beaten Biscuits, I encourage you to try them blind. They are both, I mean, again, I haven't tried it blind, but I did try your Shiny Barrel batch. I mean, I need to try it blind, honestly. I think you should definitely pick up a bottle of Beaten Biscuits. It's still available on K&L Wine and Spirits if you're in the LA area. So, I think it's great. Yeah, I'll try it at my house, Brandon. Good idea. No, so this is the Beaten Biscuits. This is the winner for tonight. Wow. That's proof. Proof is in the pudding. I don't know if that's relevant right now, but you gotta try things blind. You may have a preconceived notion, and I think what was tripping me up is I always considered Country Ham my favorite Bookers of, honestly, even some of the 2018s. It's beat out a lot of the 2018s for me personally. You got to try it blind because you really, there is bias. I mean, there's totally, you may think that, like, oh, I'm not being biased, I just think this one's better. There's some bias there, I guarantee you. And again, it could be depend on the day, but yeah. So I'm curious to hear what you guys thought. So, Donnie, you said I may not be able to reveal that on my computer, but we'll try it. If not, I'll just pull up my phone. So Beaten Biscuits wins it for me. Get the app to use stickers. That's what you were encountering. Encountering, yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to show you guys the results here. So I'll vote on my phone first. I'll just hold up my phone. So the winner for tonight for me was Beaten Biscuits. Surprise! Joseph, stick around. I have sip a while. I'm gonna try it and compare it. Instagram. All right, so I'm gonna vote for my winner, so it's fair. I won Beaten Biscuits. Whoa, wait, hold on. Let me refresh. Okay, there's a little bit more. Okay. So the results of the Instagram poll were, let me see if it'll show it up now. Nope, still didn't show it. Shoot. Okay, I'll show you guys on my phone. So the results of the Instagram poll are 60% Country Ham, 40% Beaten Biscuits. So I wasn't that off. 40% of people thought that Beaten Biscuits was the winner. Now, to be honest, only 6 people voted. But I did just post it right before going live, so. What if I did not know they were both Bookers? That's a good point. I know I love Bookers, but yeah, that's very surprising. I need some water though. Those are hot. So 2 surprises for you guys. We'll do surprise number 1 first. Okay. No giveaways. Sorry, Donnie. If you guys are fans of It's Bourbon Night and Perry, this is my bourbon podcast. Thank you, Joseph. Drink more water. Speaking of It's Bourbon Night. Yes, Brandon, please. God, that might go bad, but I'm in for it. So, you guys may have heard of a certain bottle called Beagle Rare. I have it. I don't. Don't get your hopes up. I was gonna reveal, by the way, Donnie, I was gonna reveal what you guys voted for. I was gonna be like, Donnie voted for this, Brandon voted for this, but you guys know what you voted for, so I know. I'll check later what you guys voted for. So when it's a bourbon night, Chad and Sarah got the Beagle Rare Infinity bottle that's going around among whiskey YouTubers. Shout out next year's Beagle Rare. Hello, I'm here. Um, they wanted to add some nuttiness to Beagle Rare. And they thought about just adding one of these two. They thought about just adding either the country ham or the Beaten Biscuits. But no, Chad realized, hey, certain qualities of this one and certain qualities of this one both excel. So what did they do? They mixed them together. So at the start of the stream, before I started, you guys, I combined 1 ounce of Beaten Biscuits and 1 ounce of country ham. So, yes, Old Charter Beagle Rare. Thank you for the full name. This is the blend that Chad and Sarah added to Beagle Rare. They thought it was delicious, and yes, I could have just blended them right now, but I've let this sit for a whole hour. No, that's a lie. 30 minutes. I've let it sit, I've let it mingle, and I want to see if these things really do accentuate each other or complement each other, I guess I would say. All I know is I'm not getting much, and maybe I'm sick, you guys. I'm just not, maybe it's a Booker's thing. So let me know. I'm just not getting much jumping out of this glass, but it's not that I'm sick because this Knob Creek glass smells amazing. So maybe, I don't know, does Booker's not typically have much of a nose? Maybe I'm just being weird. Maybe it's just a weird night, but I'm not getting much jumping out of the glass. And this is a Glencairn. Like, this is, like, legit, you guys. It's good. It's a lot sweeter on the nose, though, for sure. Ham and biscuits. Yes. That sounds amazing. Oh, my God. So, random side story. Every time I went on a vacation with my family growing up, every year, like, guaranteed, my mom would make some country ham biscuits to bring with us on I say road trip, but it was literally from Rock Hill, South Carolina to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So it wasn't a road trip. It was like 3.5 hours, but still, we woke up at 6 a.m. when we left. We always had country ham biscuits, and that's just a memory I will always treasure. So maybe this will taste like country ham biscuits. I don't know. Oh, Joseph. I'm not going to beat my ham tonight. I mean, I might, but not on stream. Sorry. Got a little dirty. Richie, Clifton, do you have a favorite Scotch pour from the past year? Oh, I'm going to say it wrong again. So I was actually chatting with another local guy in Southern California, and he was watching my stream of the best of 2019, and I said the name of the Scotch that I like the most. And I'm not going to say it right again. Abalor. Abalor is the company. Abalor, I think that's right. Abunada. It's a cask strength sherry finished Scotch, and honestly, it's not peated. It's sherry finished. That's the best Scotch I have. Maybe not the best Scotch I've tried. Best Scotch that I've tried. And I'm like, I'm gonna go pick up a bottle of it. That was my favorite. For peated Scotch, the one that convinced me to buy a bottle was the Ardbeg Ugadal. I know how to say that. Abuna. I thought it was Abunada. Abuna. Okay. Either way, favorite Scotch I ever bought. And I have a lot more to explore Scotch. I'm not the type that's going to dismiss... Okay, Abuna. I'm not going to dismiss Scotch. I am a bourbon and rye lover. Like, front and center. You guys know that's my thing. But Scotch, there's a lot to explore there. And I'm working on it. I have a lot of friends out here in Southern California that are huge Scotch drinkers. So booyah. Sorry, I know you probably don't relate, Joseph, but I read that as like booyah, like Kim Possible, Ron Weasley, Naked Mole Rat. You guys are all too old to understand. Maybe my not millennials, what are we, Gen X? I don't even know what we are. Either way, Kim Possible. Anyways, back to the whiskey. What am I doing? Welcome to my Thursday night. Yeah, it's okay to like more than one style of whiskey for sure. I my go-to is bourbon and rye, but I think there's a lot out there in Scotch that to dismiss Scotch would be, it would just be not dumb. I mean, I get you like what you like, but to say that you'll never try a Scotch is very. I don't know the word to say it, but it's very something. Okay, why is it called Abuna, but it's literally spelled Abundada? Okay, sorry. Anyways, back to my mix of country ham and beaten biscuits. Beaten ham, country biscuits, whatever you want to call it. Let's drink it. Cheers. Wait, insulting your audience? Wait. Oh, I'm sorry because I said you guys are old. Sorry. I'm just so used to being the one. Donnie and Diana, if you're watching, I'm so used to being the young one. At my work, there's literally very few people that are my age. There are a couple, but they're like editors, they're kind of freelance. Most of like the corporate people at my job are like 10 to 20 to 30 to 40 years older than me. So I'm used to being that. I did not mean any offense to that. I do appreciate all of you. It was just like a reference that no one else would get. Gaelic word. Okay, that makes sense. Joseph has watched Kim Possible. See, I'm not dissing all of you guys. Okay, the blend. I just tried it, but I want to get off my lawn. I saw it was a joke, Donnie. Don't worry. Joseph, you're watching the wrong version. You're watching the live action version. I'm talking about the cartoon one with Christy Carlson Romano, aka Ren from Even Stevens. You're the live action one is a shitty remake. Back to the bourbon. Okay, you guys got me talking Disney Channel. Disney Channel was a passion. I would insert a clip. I did a parody of Miley Cyrus's "Fly on the Wall" a long time ago, and it was on YouTube, my other channel. Don't worry, you guys don't know about it. And it was like the song was called "Fly on the Wall," but like my parody was like, "Don't you wish that you could be on Disney Channel?" It was a parody of like Disney Channel. So Joseph, you watched the wrong version. Okay, back to the whiskey. I could talk about Disney all day. I literally was a Disney Channel kid. I grew up watching that. I didn't even watch very many Disney movies. I watched Disney Channel. So if you can relate, comment below. Hashtag let's watch a Disney Channel movie. Anyways, combination country ham, beaten biscuits. It's a great blend. I mean, I see why Chad picked that. It balances out. Thank you, Richie. Appreciate it. It does balance out. You get more of that longer finish with this blend. Thank you, Brandon. Disney Channel kid here too. Thank you. You get a longer finish with the blend, and I feel like you get a little more flavor. So, Chad was spot on. If you have both these bottles, I don't necessarily recommend literally blending them both together, like the whole bottle. But one day, take 1 ounce of one and 1 ounce of the other and try it. And I think you'll be surprised because I really do like this blend. And Disney was a movie, not a channel. Oh, Donnie. I grew up watching Disney Channel movies. It was a thing. High School Musical. My favorite, which is a very obscure one. If anyone is watching the replay and knows this one, The Other Me. This guy like cloned himself and like hung out with his clone. I used to have dream about that movie. Okay, different topic for a different day, but I used to like fantasize about that movie. Okay. So, I agree. Oh god, no, I was gonna make a reference. The blend is the best of both worlds. Not gonna sing it. Sorry, guys. Disney Channel kids who can relate. Seriously. Okay. But what I want to do before I go tonight, because if it's not obvious, I've had enough pours. Oh my god, Joseph, the Lizzie McGuire spinoff, the new version, got like put on hold because the showrunner quit, and I'm sad because like I really wanted to watch that. One more surprise. I may have revealed it earlier. Sorry, Brandon. I have a little bit left of Sip a While. I definitely revealed this earlier. But what I want to do is put Sip a While, which some of you bourbon geniuses can speak a little bit more to this than I can. What release was this? Was this 2018-02? Am I wrong? This was a 2018 release, I'm pretty sure, but I could be wrong. I'm going to put this head to head with my winner. Let's do that. I think that would be fun. Fun way to end out the night. I'm going to rinse out both my glasses. God, reviewing this much high proof whiskey is tough, you guys. $2017. Thank you, Joseph. 1703. Is that another new wedding ring? No, it's the same one you saw last time. It's just a cheap Amazon ring. I have my actual ring. I just need to get it resized. This is my actual ring. It's got diamonds in it, but like it fits okay, but it's really tight. So, anyways, God, this is a big pour. I'm not gonna finish this tonight. Okay, so I'm gonna pour. I'm not gonna really do a comparison. Richie, that's a good point. So we have been dishwashing these, and these are called Tribeca glasses. They're slightly different than Glencairns that you can. Hard to do this with only one arm. By the way, some of you guys don't know, I only have one arm. Monica didn't know that. Monica, of all people, yeah, one arm here. So Tribeca glasses are my go-to. I only have one Glencairn. These have survived in the dishwasher. They are very thin. But, yeah. Honestly, I would say hand wash. Honestly, there are so many dishes that we hand wash. Wow. It is getting very difficult to speak at this point in night. But I think with the higher end glasses, the one that costs a bit more, definitely hand wash. Yes, it'd be nice to just put them in the dishwasher, but is it worth the risk? I mean, not really. We've broken 2 of the 4 of these, but the 2 that we broke was not from the dishwasher. It was just from 1, the cat, 2, drunkenness. I've never had copitas, but I know Steven, who's not in the chat, has a few of those. So what we're going to do to end out the night, I know it's getting late. I usually just go an hour, so 15 more minutes. If you're hanging out, stick around for 15 more minutes. We'll be done. Wait, Steven. Wait. Yeah, I literally just mentioned you. Power went out for a bit. Hey, did you catch when I just mentioned you? Literally. That's so weird. Because, like, Steven, I was like, Steven has copitas. Or copitas. I was like, Steven has those, but he's not here. Jason is, yeah. So what we're going to do to end out the night, because I have had a lot of barrel proof whiskey, we're going to take a little bit of the Sip a While that Joseph gave me. Basically, we're just going to take whatever's left, honestly. Joseph, I get that reference. That's true, Steven. Yeah. We've broken 2 glasses, and one was because of the cat. Second one was because of me, like, I mean, I don't even know if it was me, honestly. We were just drunk, and we were very careless, and we knocked it over, and literally it just fell over. It was like, psh, and it broke. So, okay. One on the right is the Sip a While, 2017. One on the left is going to be our Beaten Biscuits, our winner for the night. Drunken cat. Our cat is just always drunk all the time. Blame the cat, I know. Hey, I took credit for one of them. Okay? By the way, I saw that a few more of you followed me on Instagram. I really appreciate it. If you haven't followed me yet, there's my handle right there. Follow me. I really do appreciate it though. I love Instagram. I'm always on there. Leave the kitty alone. Okay. On the left we have Beaten Biscuits, my winner of the night, surprisingly. On the right we have Sip a While. So let me drink a little water first, and we're gonna figure out. See, Joseph, I don't have a dog, but you blame it on the dog. Okay. This isn't blind. I know which one is which. So this time, maybe it's because I'm drunk and my senses are a little awakened. I'm getting a lot more on the nose of the Beaten Biscuits. There's that sweet, desserty, not necessarily like baked good like I get on like an Elijah Craig. I would say peanut brittle. There's definitely peanut brittle in the nose, and this one right here is a Sip a While. Similar nose, honestly. We might be onto something. Let's go ahead and try the Beaten Biscuits first, because that's what I've tried most recently. It's all about the journey. Like it literally, they're that and the country ham were very very sweet at first, but I feel like the Beaten Biscuits really does travel from the front of your palate all the way back down your throat to a Kentucky hug. So yes, Brandon, I'm sure this is the Beaten Biscuits. I just poured it. Now cleanse my palate. Okay, Joseph, we'll do. That was very nice. I was gonna do a Borat, and it's okay. Um, let's go to Sip a While, because I really do want to appreciate the older Bookers, because Sip a While was so many people's favorite Bookers. So let's go ahead and try it. I'm not speaking, but you guys are getting what I'm saying. It's a little hotter. I don't know the proof on the Sip a While. It is hotter, but and I feel like, oh, I'm being all like boomer, like, oh, it ain't like it used to be. No, honestly, 2017 batches and back of Bookers were really really awesome, and I'm not dissing. There are some really great 2018 and 2019 batches. That one though, it honestly doesn't even compare. 128.1, that is a higher proof, so I'm right there. These were both 126 ish. So one was 124. So yeah, it drinks a little hotter, but it takes the things that I really love about Beaten Biscuits, and it honestly it enhances it a little bit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Donnie. I'm not dissing. You're cool. You're cool. You're cool. Don't worry. um, yeah. So the weird thing is, okay, I'll end with this. The weird thing is, this drinks as if I was comparing directly with. Sorry, little burpee. It's high proof. Okay. We're good. This drinks in a very similar way as if I was comparing the country ham with the Beaten Biscuits. Both are fantastic. Honestly, all three of these tonight, you won't go wrong with them. But what I loved about the Beaten Biscuits over the country ham, I love about the Sip a While over the Beaten Biscuits. So this is higher proof, yes. It's this one reminds me a lot more of like an older Buffalo Trace product, but I like it. So that's kind of like a last minute comparison. That's not really relevant to any of this. My whole goal here tonight was to compare the country ham with the Beaten Biscuits. I thought I preferred the country ham, but obviously blinded, I prefer the Beaten Biscuits. So I think that's about it for me tonight. Thank you guys for voting on the poll and for following me on Instagram. I really appreciate it. If you're not following me on Instagram or subscribing to me on YouTube, would appreciate it. I go live on Thursdays. Do a produced video every now and then, but I'm always on Instagram, so follow me on Instagram. So thank you guys for watching. Most of you have hung out most of the night, and those of you that join later, you're still here. So I would call this a successful stream. So Joseph, I would say so. But like the whole goal of this episode was to compare 2019-03 and 2019-04. So yes, Sip a While beat it, but we're talking about 2019, okay? The past is in the past. Let it go. Let it go. Not Disney Channel. Disney, not Disney Channel. Thank you guys for watching. And until next week, I'm here to help you drink good whiskey and Booker's across the board. And Knob Creek is good whiskey. Cheers. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.